Hi guys! So I wanted to come on today and give you an update on a product that I've been trying out this whole week actually. We've had pretty, unseasonably warm weather this whole week. It's been plenty of sunshine, and so I took the opportunity to kind of try this new product out that I picked up, and it's the Roche Posay Anthelius 50 Mineral Daily Tone Correcting Primer. I mentioned it in my last video that I'd picked it up and that I was, super excited to try it out. So since, the weather was so nice this whole week, I got the opportunity, or I took the opportunity and I went ahead and tried it out. I've been having it on for 4 days now, so I definitely think that I can, have some sort of an opinion at this point. And, I will tell you right away that I do like it. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with it. So I don't know if you did see my other video, you will remember that I was a little bit worried about that it is tinted. Well, I wasn't worried about that it's tinted per se. I think that's great. But I was worried that maybe it would be too dark. So obviously I have pretty fair skin, and when it says tint, yeah, you never know how it's going to turn out. Maybe it's going to be very orange or too dark or something like that. And I can honestly say, like, I'm very pleased with the tint itself. So it's really not too dark at all for me. Actually, like, I don't know, it's quite possible that it does really adjust to everyone's skin tone. I can't really say that yet, I've only tried it on myself, so I don't know, but when I put it on at first, I don't know, I guess it has like the slightest tint to it. It's not even that much. And then it really just adjusts and it evens out my skin tone. Since it is a primer, you can essentially put it underneath your makeup, or you could just use it by itself. And what I have been doing, I've actually just been using it by itself. I haven't been putting any other foundation or anything like that on top. And for me, it's enough. It really just evens out my skin tone, and that's pretty much all that I want from a product like that. I don't tend to put on too many products on my face. I don't really prefer that. So this product actually does exactly what I want for my face, what I want to achieve. Evens it out. The one thing though, the first day I put it on, I just left it like that, Well, that's not entirely true. So the first day I put it on, and then I just set like a few parts of my face. Like, for example, I put just a tiny little bit of powder here underneath my eyes. And that was it, just because I was applying some blush and stuff like that here. So those are the parts that I set with powder, but everything else I didn't set. So I just had that product on. And yeah, I mentioned before that my skin is more on the drier side. I would say maybe right now it's normal to dry, but I tend to just think of my skin as being dry. So anyways, but what happened that first day is that it was just almost too oily for me. It got like really, really shiny, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And that happened after several hours, like, throughout the day. It just got more and more kind of shiny, like, like any other sunscreen really would do to you. So that's what this product did as well. So then the day after, I attempted to set it with some more powder. So after I put it on everywhere in my face, I just kind of set the whole face with my powder, which is the RMS Unpowder. That's the one that I use, the translucent one. So I set that with that, and that day was much better. It wasn't nearly as shiny, and that definitely worked. So that's what I've been doing for the past 3 days, basically. I've been setting it with powder, and that's what is on my face right now. So this morning, and now it's like it's evening time right now, and I've had this on all day long. So this morning I put the primer on everywhere, you know, and then I just set it everywhere with my powder, and then I put the rest of my makeup on, like as usual. And this is how it looks now, and you know, it's still really good. And also I don't have to worry about the sun. You know, I can go out, I don't have to worry about it. So for me, this product really works out well, because it's kind of a, you know, even though it's expensive, it does everything for me personally that I want this type of a product to do for me. So for me, it's like a foundation and a high SPF sunscreen and a color correcting primer, everything, you know, this product just really does it for me. And again, this is only the 4th day I've been using it, so these are only my first impressions, so I will see how it will act in the long run, if I really like it that much that I would even repurchase. I don't know that yet. But so far, I do really like it. I also mentioned in my last video that, so this is a mineral or a physical sunscreen, versus, you know, other sunscreens are chemical sunscreens, but I really have been avoiding chemical sunscreens for many years already. So anything that I will ever put on myself anymore is a physical sunscreen. And this particular one uses titanium dioxide for the sunscreen. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I guess, you know, with mineral sunscreens or physical sunscreens, you always, as the higher the SPF is, the more likely you will get a white cast from it. And that's really hard to avoid that. You know, maybe it's an SPF of 10 or maybe even 20, you won't notice it very much, but anything above that, there's pretty much, you know, it will be very likely that there is a white cast. And that's why I thought with the tinted version that there would be a good possibility to avoid that. And I do actually think that there is still a slight white cast, but at the same time, that slight white cast also color corrects my skin. So I tend to be a little bit red, like just around the nose and on my cheeks here. And this product just perfectly seems to be evening that out. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's great. You know, the one thing that I still have to test, because I haven't been out in the sun too much, you know, maybe an hour, but that's about it. And it wasn't really midday. And one time it was like half an hour, and that was midday-ish. So the thing that I still need to test with this one is, you know, if it really does protect as much as I think that it should, because, you know, SPF of 50 is really high. That's actually higher than I would typically use. So I would really want it to protect, you know, me very well. But, you know, the thing with that is they always say that you need to reapply, but, you know, I would not reapply this, because for me, I use it almost like a makeup item. So I use it underneath my makeup, and then I have all the stuff on top, and I would not go ahead and put this on top of what my makeup is on that day, you know? So, I mean, I wouldn't reapply. So that's one thing that I have to test out, if it actually would stand up to me being out in the sun for several hours. So that will be interesting. But yeah, these are my first impressions of this product, and so far I'm really happy with it. So that was my little update on this product. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me a comment below, you know, anything sunscreen related or anything that you want to tell me or mention. Just go ahead and leave a comment. I would appreciate it. Also, you know, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and it would be awesome if you subscribed. You know, I will try to make more content as I find the time. And, you know, there's much more that I want to share with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye! Hey guys, so you just saw my video about the La Roche Posay sunscreen primer. And, you know, I just really wanted to add that it would be so great if you would, you know, tell me what your favorite physical or mineral sunscreens are. Because as I mentioned before, you know, I'm still kind of on the lookout for my holy grail sunscreen. I kind of still haven't found it. I'm still experimenting and hoping to find something that I just love so much that that's the only one that I always want to repurchase. So if you have some great experience with a product like that, then please let me know. Just leave me a comment. It would be really great, and I would love to check your recommendations out.